Today we're unboxing 2 boxes of Power Rangers figures from eBay. Let's go. Okay, so starting off, I have pre-cut and opened these boxes, so first things first, let's start with this one. So, can remove some of the packaging here. Very well wrapped these were, so extremely good to see that. So in here, we have some Power Rangers Turbo figures. I had, I think, the Blue Ranger figure for Turbo when I was younger. I didn't have like the full set or anything like that. So this is pretty cool. There we go. So, awesome stuff. We have the green Turbo Ranger, and it looks like it has... Now these ones are supposed to have like the weapons that come with them, but unfortunately the person who I bought these off, he was missing all of the weapons and stuff, so that's unfortunate because the figures themselves are in amazing condition. Like, just look how shiny and new looking they are. Like, but that's cool anyway. I just want to have these stood on my shelf, you know, next to each other. I think that would be really cool. We have the Green Ranger there. Stand him over there, just so he doesn't fall over. Okay, next up, these are very well wrapped, that's for sure. Ah, yes. Now, I believe this was the only one that was actually missing something like major anyway. This one's missing a arm from the Yellow Ranger, so that's a little bit of a shame. But hopefully I can either find a replacement Yellow Ranger or, you know, just a replacement arm in the future. So yeah, a little bit of a shame. These have like an action on the back, so you can twist it. So you can twist this little lever at the back and the arms will move up and down. So that's a cool little play feature that these ones had. So yeah, so we have the yellow Turbo Ranger. I love the suit designs for the Power Rangers Turbo Rangers. I think they just, there's something about them that just looks really awesome. Okay, so next up, I think as you can tell, we have the blue Turbo Ranger. Got Justin, my favourite Turbo Ranger of them all, other than Tommy obviously, but and Adam. I mean, I love them all, but for me personally, I always loved the blue Turbo Ranger just because it was relatable, I guess, as a kid, and even now, being small in size, I definitely can relate to Justin's character from Power Rangers Turbo. So, as with the other ones, they all have this little feature on the back, so you can have some sort of action that you can do with them. So, this one just lifts the arms up like so. And this one, if you turn to the left arm moves, and if you turn to the right arm moves. I find that really, that's quite a cool little feature actually. And like I said, my favourite Turbo Ranger. Getting into these is a challenge on its own. Okay, so we have the Pink Ranger, originally Cat, and as we know, just like in Mighty Morphin, they pass their powers on to other people later on. So anyway, so yeah, we got Cat here. She has a little action for one arm. So yeah, cool little details on these. I won't spend too long looking at each figure. So yeah, just a quick look at each of the figures. Okay, so finally for Power Rangers Turbo, we have the Turbo Red Ranger. So obviously Tommy to start off with. So just like the rest of them, eventually they pass their powers on. Tommy, he passes his powers on to TJ. So yeah, and this one also has the action, so if you turn one way it will move one arm, and turn in the other way will move this arm. So that's a quick rundown of the figures. Condition wise, they do have some discoloration, as you can tell, some more than others. The Green Ranger I think is the cleanest of them all, and then yeah, obviously we have the missing arm from the Yellow Ranger. So there we go. We have a nice little lineup of the Power Rangers Turbo figures there. Looking cool. Now, let's bring in the second box. So, we open this up and zoom the camera out again. We can get in to the next box. So yeah, moving on to the next box. What looks like in here, we have the entire team of Power Rangers Lost Galaxy here. Well, minus the Magna Defender, because I can't see a black figure in there anywhere. So, from Power Rangers Lost Galaxy, we have the Pink Ranger in the show. First starts off as Kendrix as the Pink Ranger, and then later on, spoiler alert, she dies, and she passes her powers on to Astronomer, better known as Karone. She finally becomes a Power Ranger, takes over from Kendrix, and it's a really cool story actually. Definitely worth watching. Highly recommend. So yeah, we have the Pink Ranger there. Next up, to accompany the Pink Ranger, we also have, yep, the Yellow Ranger. There we go. Really cool. I love the design for Power Rangers Lost Galaxy. I love the little zigzags, you know, the nice little... They have such cool helmet designs, I think, as well. So yeah, the wolf helmet. And it's worth mentioning as well, Kendrix or Karone, the Pink Ranger, she has the Wildcat. So yeah, awesome little designs for the helmets. I absolutely love Lost Galaxy. It's one of my all-time favourite seasons of Power Rangers. As I'm opening this up, just like with the other ones, these are just the figures on their own. They don't include any of the weapons, unfortunately. But I do actually have some of these figures already in the loft somewhere, because I had these as a kid as well. So, we have the blue Lost Galaxy Ranger here. So yeah, he has the gorilla. That's his helmet design, and obviously his Zord. So yeah, the blue Lost Galaxy Ranger there. Sweet. So yeah, we'll set him down there. So yeah, next up, the green Lost Galaxy Power Ranger. Awesome stuff. Now these actually have like an action on the back and like on the side as well, where you can attach like this big kind of weapon that they would have, and you could spin this piece on the back. And for instance, this one had like a kind of spinning like disc on the front that actually looked kind of cool. So they kind of had like battleized weapons that you can all attach to each of the different Rangers. And as a kid, I thought that was a really cool, fun feature. Anyway, as we were saying, the helmet design of this one is the Condor, just like his Zord. One of my favourite helmet designs for Lost Galaxy. I don't know, I always just loved his Zord, and a cool design. So yeah, that leaves one last Ranger in here. Definitely up there in the top 5 Red Rangers of all time on my list anyway. This is Leo, the red Lost Galaxy Power Ranger. Like I said, one of my all-time favourite Red Rangers, and awesome stuff. I love this design. His helmet is awesome. Just those little accents of detail, I think, add so much character to this helmet, with the little bits of red and yellow. So yeah, obviously he has the lion, which is a really cool Zord on its own anyway. And in the show, the Galacta Beasts would come down and then they would transform into like, from like a beast into like a mechanical kind of Zord, just like all of the other Zords that came before it. And I thought that was a really cool design, that they had actually like come down as like a physical like creature and then, you know, transform. I love Lost Galaxy. I will say it 1,000 times. So yeah, an awesome team, and yeah, a pretty cool little team up we've got here anyway, with Power Rangers Turbo and Power Rangers Lost Galaxy. So yeah, we have the green Turbo and the green Lost Galaxy, the yellow Turbo and the yellow Lost Galaxy, the red Turbo, the red Lost Galaxy, blue and the blue Lost Galaxy, and finally both of the pinks. Check it out, a pretty cool little haul we got here today. Like I said, a shame they're missing a bunch of the weapons and the Yellow Ranger, but overall I'm super happy to add these to my collection. They didn't cost a lot, so you know, it was very cheap just for the entire set of these. I'm happy anyway. So if you did enjoy this video, please give it a like. And remember, if you haven't already, please hit that subscribe button. And why not check me out on Instagram and Facebook? We have awesome pages set up just for you guys, so I can keep you updated on news and so much more. Thanks for watching. I'll see you in the next one.